real quick. Getting outside with us last couple times, spending some time with us, like, has it helped you think about how to be more self-reflective and self-aware?
Just being out in nature helps me be more self-aware just because of the silence that you get instead of being inside the city. For example, like going on hikes that are very far out and you have no cellular data on your phone, you have no choice but to take in what's around you. So whether that be like falling rocks, falling leaves, waterfalls, just anything that's outside in nature. So I mean, like this has definitely helped me get out and be comfortable just doing different things.
I love it. And do you think it helps, like, how do you think about leveraging the outdoors to support your mental health?
I honestly feel like it helps my mental health just because this isn't something that I grew up doing, and so it's touching something new like in my life that it's helped me open up to new things, and it's really helped changing my perspective on life just with many things. And even though a lot of people may look at just getting outside as a small aspect in life, it can really like it can be a positive influence in the long run, and it's all about longevity. Like, going outside one time, that's cool, but you kind of want to get into the habit of doing that. So whether that be going on walks, going on hikes, going swims, canoeing, just anything, getting outside in general, it's amazing for the body, it's amazing for the mental. And at the end of the day, your mental is your everything.
I love it. You think like the last couple sessions we've had together today, Zoom, the last time we were together, it's like prompted more vulnerable conversations in the group?
Absolutely. Especially a lot of the younger kids, they look forward to this just because it's something that they're not used to. And so just the simple fact of seeing everybody get out and it wasn't like we were only here for an hour. We've been here since 12:30?
Yeah.
And so we've been here for almost 4 hours. And just the simple fact to see people aren't clocking out, people are still, people are still looking around, people are still just, they're having a good time, and that's really what it's all about. It's just about getting the kids out of their normal environment and getting them into something new, showing them something new. And I mean, it gives us a different perspective on life as well, because it's like not all of us are used to being in a farming atmosphere. Not a lot of us are just used to being outside the home on a weekly basis. A lot of us just get kind of used to the cycle of just being cooped up in the home.
Yeah, I love it. And then last thing, like, do you think, getting into nature to provide that self-awareness and that grounding, getting into nature to build community and build those more kind of durable, meaningful connections with others through those vulnerable conversations, do you think that supports, like, how do you feel as though that supports being able to adapt to kind of difficult circumstances in life?
I mean, honestly, just community is everything, because your community can be your support. Community, you need that support, because at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure everybody has those days when they just want to give up. They just want to lay in bed all day, and it's like those days when you really need that support system to fall back on. You need somebody to be in your ear, say, hey, right now is not the time to lay down. Right now is the time where you got to keep pushing, you got to keep going. And community is like, another thing with community is, there's a lot of positive role models out here. A lot of people who are doing their own things, a lot of entrepreneurs. And so just being able to see that inside the community, it makes me want to keep going. It makes others around me want to keep going. And just, community is a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Love it.
Yes, sir.
Crushed it. Nailed it. One timer. All good. Got gold. All right. My dog. Name?
Donovan Bahall, from Issaquah, Washington.
There he is. Yeah, man. You spent a couple times with us now. You think it's helped you be a little more aware and intentional about spending time outside?
I think definitely. I think one of the biggest things that we did today was we sat in this little grape orchard, and our instructor just asked us to take time to really look into nature, involve ourselves in the nature and really feel nature. And for a second, you look at that, especially if you're not spiritual, and you're like, what does that even mean in the first place? Or at least that's what I kind of thought. But when you take that time and you really close your eyes and you try to really connect all 5 senses, you really kind of find yourself falling into nature as if it was life. I think so often we get so busy and thinking like, okay, we got to go do this, that, and the other. And we lack the whole perspective of just enjoying life itself. And being able to connect with nature and almost feeling its own heartbeat. Something that I found powerful today, and it's something I'm going to continue to take into my life as well, especially the meditation part. I think that's really, really important.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I mean, right there, right? It sounds like you're already like connecting it to mental health, but you know, have you started to think about nature as more of a mechanism towards mental health?
Yes, easily. I think mental health, a lot of it's very revolved around kind of our self-image, and in society, self-image on ourselves. I think when you come out into nature, you don't have people judging you. You don't have this voice constantly telling you need to go post this, or you need to go do that, or you need to go do this. You're just in nature. And again, I feel like in that sense, kind of what I mentioned earlier, almost enveloped by life itself, in the fact that you're not really focusing on the external, you're more so focusing on your internal. And in that, again, you're connecting your five senses, you're thinking, and I think opening yourself up to thought's probably the biggest thing, because instead of, having to listen to what this person has to say or that person has to say, you're almost taking that image and you're looking at it from your own perspective. I know everyone's always about, I got to see this from this perspective, I see from this perspective, this and the other, but I think the most important perspective is your own. And developing that on your own. And I think that's what nature allows you to do.
I love it. 100%. Yeah, super powerful. Do you also feel like as you start to incorporate the community, like do you have a good memory from any of our time together of like a vulnerable conversation that was spurred from it?
For sure. I think at the end, kind of when we wrapped it all up and we kind of talked about one thing that we are working on right now and one thing that we need help with. I think that's huge, especially, again, I'm a mentor and I'm part of the program M.U.S.T, and the biggest things that we want to do is involve our kids. A lot of these kids come from areas that are very, very broken down, areas that are not great, and areas that you look at and you just be like, how the hell does somebody get out of that? And being able to have them come out here, escape from their environment and really get to understand what life is, not just in the city, is really important. And not only that, I feel like it makes them want to open up a little bit more because they're doing something new. And so when it comes to this community and it comes to what you built, I think it's absolutely awesome, because I even come here and I'm like, I catch myself again. I was sitting right there and I'm like, oh my goodness, like I start realizing life, kind of what I've been doing, and it's like, okay, that flip is something that I really need to start looking at. And I think that's what this provided for me today. And not only that, I think that's what it provided for my mentees as well.
So I love it. Gold. Locked and loaded.
My turn. You're gonna get in there too in just a second.
All right.
Hey, we should all sit.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's like a table talk. It's like a brunch table talk.
Yeah.